Uh-oh.
Whoa, watch out for the meteors.
I love this.
Watch out for the meteors. You see
It's
that
a
one?
show that can be described as out of this world.
This weekend, NASA says the Perseids meteor shower is going to peak, and Bharath Muthiala is the solar system ambassador for NASA, coolest gig in the world, here to tell us about this celestial event and a special way that you can enjoy it right here on the First Coast. Good to see you, man.
Hey, good to see you. How are you?
We're doing good. First of all, Perseid, what is it?
Perseid. It's coming from Perseus constellation.
Okay.
So you can say Perseid meteors.
So besides that, the parade of planets. Explain that.
Yeah, it's a great weekend to see in the sky. So it starts with the Mars. I know Mars, it came very close to the Earth on July 31st.
The closest it is
for the 15 years.
For 15 years.
Last time it was.
You can almost touch it.
I mean, it's very close to us. I mean, so you can see very bright Mars. Yeah, when you see in the evening, when the sun sets, you'll see Mars rising in the east. It's very bright and you can't miss it. You definitely say it's Mars, even though you don't know that. Yeah.
Now, for the parade of planets, you said we'll be able to kind of look on the horizon and be able to see 4 of the planets?
No, so it's from the Mars is rising in the east and Venus is setting in the west. Those are the brightest objects in the sky. You can't miss it. Venus will be dazzling in white in the color in the west side, and then Mars in the east side. In between Mars and Venus, you have Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is also brightest. That's the third brightest now. Usually it used to be second brightest after Venus. Since Mars has become brightest now for few days, Jupiter is the third brightest, but later it will become second brightest. And the Saturn is not that bright, but it's important planet. So they all lined up. Very rarely it happens.
That's why it's called a parade. Is Mars slight? It's not totally white, slightly orange.
Red color. Mars is purely red color. Yeah. Saturn will be a little bit red and yellowish color. Saturn, Jupiter and Venus will be white in color, so you can't miss them.
By the naked eye, you can see them. But you got an event tomorrow, right? That you're going to be out in Keystone.
Keystone Heights.
And this is the best place to see it. You're saying?
Yes, that's one of the designated state park. We have some of the state parks. They say designated state parks so that you can have a very clear skies. There is no light pollution. You go to the end of the lake and you see almost like 270 degrees completely above the lake. You see the clear skies. And then that's the best place to watch the sky.
This is so cool.
If people can't get out and they want to see it kind of at home, what's your best advice? I heard like cut off all the lights, get it as dark as possible, and then
just hide from the street lights. So if you have a backyard, just hide from the street lights. There are no street lights. Then you can see Mars, Jupiter, and Venus. You can see even in the street lights also. You can see them.
And you said the perfect night is going to be tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, because there is no moon there, so it's new moon, so it's a perfect night. Actually, a lot of in the news media, they say that July 31st is the time where people can watch the Mars, but it was a full moon day. So even though it's Mars was bright, you can't see that clearly. But now the perfect time because it's a new moon. There is no moon there. Perfectly dark skies. You can see Mars bright. Yes.
Over under prediction on how many meteors you're going to see?
Around 60 to 70 meteors per hour.
60 to
70 meters per hour. If it's an ideal sky condition, no street lights, you will get at least 60 to 70
It's almost like
meters.
every minute
you can see, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, actually there's a 12th night you can see more, but at the 11th night also you can see better.
It's called Mike Roess Gold Head Branch State Park in Keystone Heights tomorrow evening. Remember, the park gates will remain open until 8:30 for entry. The cost is $5 per car, so load that car up with a bunch of people. For more information, you can call 352-473-4701. I still think you deserve an embassy as the ambassador to the solar system.